Nigerians have better values than Americans, Europeans. Crimes more common abroad. Lai Mohammed. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. It is those core values that will make the difference between a brute and decent man. Rape, incest and all kinds of crime more prevalent in the Western world. These people, why are they looking so confused? Yeah? These people came out, was it last year or last 2 years? What am I saying? It's been a long time now where the government went on international TV, went out and said Nigerian youths are lazy. As if that was not enough, he came out and said he was not going to create jobs, endorsing the fact that Nigerian youths are lazy. But as God will have it, our youths are breaking limits everywhere they go. They are doing things positively and making us proud. Now, after how many years, they now want to bobo us. So they say they want to come out and say we have value. Thank you. I'm so touched. Okay, Lai Mohammed, we've heard you. Let us not catch us, as in let us not bully him too much. Let us not do that. Oh. Let's accept it as it is. Let's listen to what exactly he has to say. And of course, who does not know that the Western world, they hardly have morals. In fact, that is why some people who have children over there, your name, sincerely, if raising Nigeria, you need like 2 drums of water, raising a Nigerian kid in, as in a child in Nigeria. When you go there, you need over 5 drums of patience, or maybe 7 gallons of patience or energy for you to raise one particular child. Because everything, if you say you'll not do this, you'll not allow your child to do this. Sincerely, that means you follow your child to school. That means you follow your child to almost everywhere he or she is going. Because the society, that thing you say you don't want a child to know about, the society will tell your child and teach your child and force your child to actually do it. The news in detail, please stick around. Despite the worsening crime rates and deterioration of societal values, Information Minister Lai Mohammed says Nigerians have better values than people in the Western world. He claimed the Western nations recorded more rapes, incest, and other crimes. It is those core values that will make the difference between a brute and decent man. That explains why you find that when we talk about rape, incest, and all kinds of crime, it is even more prevalent in the Western world, because there are certain values that are important to us that we must not let go of. Mr. Mohammed cancelled. You must bring up your children every time to understand that there are values which they must keep. The Nigerian minister stated this at a cast of Death and King Horseman produced by Bolanle at St. Peter's on Monday in Lagos. Mr. Mohammed added that we probably cannot go back to living in caves. Through acknowledging the role of technology, he stated that we must take it together with our core values, insisting those core values that are very important. He also urged organizations and individuals to support the creative industry through donations to create job opportunities. So we need to support through donations, sponsorships, because this production would not have been possible without the sponsors, the minister said. According to him, the creative industry employs the largest number of people, especially youths and women, apart from the agricultural sector. You can imagine when they were introducing the cast and crew and staff, imagine how many people earn their livelihood from St. Peter's productions, Mr. Mohammed pointed out. That is why we must continue to encourage creative industry, the arts, the film industry, music industry, fashion, makeup, whatever makes the craziness, because after agriculture today, it employs the largest number of people, especially the young and women. Oh my God. Why they solve their crimes, you don't ever solve ours. How many bandits has their government arrested? Instead, some governors are posing for pictures with them after negotiations, and eventually, when they are caught, you call them repentant. It is very sad. Permit me to say this. I'm going to be coming from an angle that is actually that you might not you might not agree with. It is actually there in the South. In the Western world, because you see all those incest and all those rape kind of crimes. People are learning to speak up over there. But here, we are still gathering momentum on whether, yes. It's actually people, yes, it is against the society, but do they really treat it as such? There's this stigma that follows someone, whoever comes out and say he or she was actually raped because of the AD. Immediately somebody tells you that they are raped. For example, now I'm going to be using. A lady came out 24 hours ago, I think 2 days ago, coming out. She's an online personality. I think so. Yes, I think she's an online personality. And she actually came out. I think she's a social media kind of person. She came out and said she was assaulted did she say in Kenya, in her room, and she reported to the police and they arrested her. Did you see what is going on? They arrested her instead of arresting the culprits. And when people were kind of, giving the opinion, somebody came out and said, how do you, it is because maybe it is a date went wrong and, the guy has refused to give her. And I'm like, wow. So when I heard this particular, incest and rape, in this part of the world, people, when you immediately talk about rape and they look at you and you're young, they're like, after all, So I'll be like, you're not a virgin, and after all, she was not even a virgin. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Does that now, give room for being raped? What about mothers that are being raped? Will you have to come out and say, so let's say, for instance, let me put it in your face now. For people who have that kind of a mentality, anytime you see rape, you like, especially when they tell you the person is a 20-something-year-old girl, you are like, this one, don't see eye. It's not supposed to be. Rape is rape. Whether the person is a baby, whether the person is a minor, whether the person is an adult, or whether she's an old woman. Rape is rape for the female child. Now, if you come to the male child, whether the male child is a minor, whether he's a boy, whether he's a man, rape is rape. Unfortunately, in this type of a world, we are still learning how to allow the women come back and express themselves without being judged. Look how that man concluded yesterday. Now, to that particular person that have such opinion or people, for instance, God forbid, Amrabas come to you, came to your house and rapes your wife. How are you going to feel about it? Do you know that it will haunt you more than, even more than her? So what are we talking about? Rape is actually rape. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, we try to cover it up rather than expose it because of the stigma that is attached to it. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of it. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.